Coming up on iPads in the classrooms, we're talking about family trees. Hi, my name is Guy Trainin, and this is iPads in the Classroom from Tech Edge, and today I'd like to talk about building family trees. This is something we do with kids at different ages for different purposes, and this can be our own family tree or the child's own family tree, or it can be something that is built when doing a unit about biographies of other people, or even talking in literature, especially when exploring novels and exploring the family structure through the building of a family tree. So there are quite a few apps out there that allow you to do this, and I'd like to introduce a few that I think do a better job. The first one is called FamilyTree. What you have is an actual tree, which is a nice illustration for kids, and the ability to add people to that tree. When you look at adding a new person to the tree, you can add by relationship. In this case, it's a brother. And what I love is there's graphics here. They're generally representative, but they don't really work, at least for me, if you want to represent a specific family. What you can do is you can go, when you click on that icon, go to your photos and import a photo. I'm just importing a random photo in this case, but that photo will be used to represent that person. And it can be an object, it can be something that symbolizes that person, or it can actually be a photo of their face. And at that point, when we approve it, it goes back to the tree, and here's my new addition. The name doesn't show up here because I didn't enter a name, but you have a picture, and that's a way, and I have another example here, and that's a way to add people to your family tree and build that. The piece that is missing in this app is actually the relationship drawn if you're doing multiple generations, and that's something that you can see in other apps. This app is called Family Book, and in Family Book you can enter all of the details that you want. So this is me, and I've added my wife, and now I will show you how you add another person. You put in the name, and this is one of my kids, and his name is Oren. His last name is the same. And now you can add male or female, date of birth, and you can add a picture. So you can take a picture in real time, or you can choose a photo from your photos. And this is a great photo of him, so I'm going to use this one in his karate clothes. You can add also personal information, but that's definitely not necessary. And yes, this is his mother, so we can do that. And now we've got a new addition to the family tree that shows up. So I'm showing up in bigger, but I can slowly add to this map to get a complete picture of what a family tree might look like. So this is a great app called Family Book. The next one that I want to show is called MyHeritage. MyHeritage allows you to do something very, very similar. The only advantage that it has over the previous ones is you can manipulate the relationships more easily. You can see the graphic orientation, and there's a different color for different genders, so it allows you to explore it a little bit better. And on top of that, you can import information from other sources, so they will do some research for you, and this is probably where they make their money, is offering services that allows you to explore your own personal history through public records. So this one is called MyHeritage. The last one that I want to share is probably the most famous, and that one is called Ancestry.com. Ancestry.com is the most commonly used website to do family exploration. They advertise. This is a free app. Of course, they will offer you services that are not free. I think this will work better for older students, especially students that already have Facebook accounts, because one of the great features about it is it will search, if you let it, not automatically, but if you let it, it'll search through your Facebook account and other sources and find relationships to your life, and that way start organizing it. Now you can tell it to stop or to take away certain links. So if this is a family tree that it created for me, you can see that it pulled up, and if there's a small icon there, it pulled it up from Facebook. And if you change the format the way it shows, you can see that it can show both ways, and I can tell it to forget certain people. So I can say, I don't want this person to be in my family tree because you recognize them by mistake, or it's just not where I want to be. And so you can do that. The advantage is, of course, if it does use Facebook, it'll have photos imported with that. So that's another bonus if you're using Ancestry.com. And if you'd like, of course, you can actually ask Ancestry to find out some more information about people in your family and help you chart history that way. Again, that would require paying, and that's not necessarily where you want to be. But these are options that can be used. So today on iPads in the Classroom, we talked about creating a family tree at different levels. So there are simple ones like a family tree that can be very useful at an earlier age, maybe second or third grade, maybe even sooner than that, and more sophisticated one that include integration with Facebook, like Ancestry.com. And we'll see you next time on iPads in the Classroom.